North West is going viral for all the wrong reasons. She was spotted with face tattoos, a grill in, and wearing contacts. She was taking a private jet to a concert with a bunch of problematic people accused of dangerous crimes. So, what is Kim Kardashian thinking? Let's get into it. Kim Kardashian's daughter, North West, is going viral again after she went out with a bunch of face tattoos, a grill in her mouth, she had contacts in, and she doesn't look like any typical 12-year-old. You guys have to admit, this is a little bit spooky. I thought it was a Halloween getup, but it's actually not. I guess this is her expressing herself. She also has some henna and some friends doing the same thing. It looks like she took her friends onto a private jet to go to a concert, and that's why they're dressed up like this. I would love to know what Kanye West would think of this. I mean, he's not really in the picture anyways because he does not communicate with his family, but I can't imagine him being happy about it. Somebody said, what in the Kanye West is happening? I mean, maybe he would understand it because he's a little bit, out there too. And Kim wants her to express herself, sources say, which is why she's not putting up any rules.
The state of you and Kanye's co-parenting relationship.
What do you think co-parenting with Kanye West is like?
How much is on you, Kim?
It's not easy. But I mean, I raise the kids, full time. They live with me. Whenever he'll call for them and ask, it's probably been a couple months since we've heard from him.
And because Kim is the main parent here, she's the one who makes the rules. And if she's saying she doesn't have any rules on self-expression, it sounds like it's just a free range. I mean, Kim is constantly working as well. So when does she have the time to go and take care of North? Sounds like North can just get whatever she wants. So do the face tattoos, fly the private jet, go to a concert.
I feel like I could be Batman. I feel like you could be Batman. Anybody could be Batman. You just got to get the gadgets.
North was going to a show for the Antagonist Tour, which features a bunch of different artists who call themselves Opium. It looks like they have several different artists performing on the stage, one of them being Playboy Cardi, but all of these men have serious allegations against them. So I would not want my 12-year-old around them. Like, the lyrics that these guys are singing include drug use and intimacy and things that I know, teenagers get into, but not 12-year-olds. She's not even a teenager. To give you guys an idea of who these type of guys are, here's a clip of someone explaining some of the allegations.
Playboy Cardi is facing his biggest challenge yet as the leader of Opium with this homicide gang situation. Allegedly, Bino, who's one half of the duo, has been DMing underage girls and trying to meet up with them backstage at their concerts. And there's also alleged screenshots to back this up as well. These allegations have led the duo to cancel their tour as well.
One of the artists that she went to go see was actually accused of harming his girlfriend. Destroy Lonely's ex-girlfriend Aisha tweeted out that they had gotten into a fight. At one point, he actually broke her head open in Germany after pushing her into a bed frame and slapping her in an Uber. She accuses him of slapping her in the face, slapping her on the floor, and verbally harming her. The tweets also reference different stars like Don Toliver and Pink Panthers. She said, he cracked my head open in Germany after pushing me into a bed frame because I was tired and didn't want to get up at that exact second to roll him some weed. Destroy Lonely seems incredibly toxic. Here's a clip of him talking to some police officers about his feelings on his girlfriend's social media use.
And I'm telling her I don't like how she posts pictures on Instagram, and she's saying she don't care, or she gonna do it for the money. And I'm like, bro, like, why you in a relationship with you? Then she say she want to break up, all this shit. Then we just arguing and fighting. She ended up going out the room in her drawers and then locked out the door. And then that's how we came downstairs. Because the glass door upstairs, you can't get in without a key fob. So she was trying to walk, but then she was angry. We talking, she walked outside in the drawers and she can't get back in. And then come in the hallway, we still arguing. End up arguing downstairs, still arguing. End up arguing upstairs, still arguing. They call me because we arguing. They just don't want us to get physical.
Y'all didn't get physical at all?
If you guys weren't convinced, another performer named Ken has actually been arrested for what he put his girlfriend through. We have another body cam footage where you could see this man being arrested after getting physical. And it makes me sick to my stomach that there are so many men out here hurting women like that.
Oh, how come she's saying that you hit her? Is there a reason for that? Is there a reason why she would try to say that you hit her?
I don't think so.
No? Not at all? Okay. So you didn't put your hands on her?
No.
No? Not at all?
Can I go to the other bakery?
How come?
The main performer of this event that Northwest went to with her 12-year-old friends has also been accused of harming women. No surprise, Playboy Cardi was accused of harming his then girlfriend. We don't have her name, but his employee Carl Reynolds was actually driving Playboy Cardi when this incident went down, and it got so uncomfortable and heated. He actually pulled over the car, and they had two different cars, and he separated them two because it was getting so violent. Again, we don't know his girlfriend's name. I don't know if that was publicly released, but there was footage released of her talking about what she went through.
So other than pushing you down and choking you, what else? And I know you said you couldn't breathe. Yeah. Were you gasping for air? And were you asking him to let you go?
I was trying to, but I couldn't even. I was scared. At that point, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die.
There's a reason why Hollywood stars always seem to walk away from scandals untouched. Just like there's a reason why Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury firm. Most regular people, including me, don't have a legal army behind them. And if you're injured in an accident, insurance companies try their best to pay you as little as possible. That is where Morgan & Morgan comes in. With over 1,000 attorneys and 100 offices across the country, they are built to fight for regular people, not corporations. In Florida, a client was offered $350,000 by an insurance company. Morgan & Morgan stepped in and got them $12 million. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome, but these stories are what they do every day. And it's easier than ever. You don't have to deal with those piles of paperwork. You also don't have to pay anything up front. You can even start your claim right now within minutes by using your phone. You could get started by scanning the QR code on the screen using your phone's camera. Remember, the fee is free unless they win. If you ever find yourself injured, then check out Morgan & Morgan. Again, you could start your claim today by scanning the QR code or visiting the link in my description below. It's fast, it's simple, and it could change everything. Now back to North, because Kim was on Call Her Daddy and recently admitted that she's made some poor choices when it comes to helping style her daughter. She admits that she's made some mistakes. She says, my daughter tries to wear these things that her friends are wearing, and I'm like, okay, we're never wearing that again. Unfortunately, we made that mistake in front of the whole world, which was when she was wearing like a corset, again at the age of 12, while they were around Europe. While on the red carpet, Kim was asked about North continuing the stardom and the Kardashian family fame, and it seems like she's already on her way.
North really seems to have the Hollywood bug. Do you think she's the one that's going to just continue with the family business?
I think she will. I think it's just in her blood and who she is and what she loves to do.
Yeah.
So it's, a fine line as a parent to figure that out together.
To guide her.
Yeah.
You are awaiting the bar exam results. They're coming in November. You were studying while you're doing the show. How would you kind of describe this era that you're in? Because you're juggling a lot.
I mean, it's pretty meta, right? It is good practice.
Right.
There is a lot of lingo that I know that is really fun that I have to explain to the other girls. Yeah, that they don't really know. So it has been such a fun experience.
Life imitating art is hilarious. Like, I'm sure you didn't plan all of that,
We kind of did, though.
You did?
Yeah, we kind of did. I mean, it was inspired. Ryan wrote the role based off of my law school journey and then with a twist.
You're a leading lady now, and I love it.
In other news, Scott Disick recently trolled Kim by posing with gallons of milk after her clueless confession on Call Her Daddy, saying that she doesn't know how much things cost. Scott really has nothing better to do. Like, why is he out here golfing with some milk? It makes my stomach churn just even looking at it. We also saw him with the milk and some shopping bags. I wonder whose idea this was, this paparazzi photo shoot. It's not really hitting. Could you guys imagine a life where you don't know how much things cost? I feel like that's kind of ignorant of her, but it's even more out of touch that she openly admits it. I feel like when you're that rich, you don't want to tell people that you're that rich.
How much a year do you spend on glam?
Well, a lot, but if I'm filming my show, then they pay for it. If I'm working, then they pay for it. So I try to get it all paid for so that I don't personally have to pay for it.
Smart.
Yeah, but a tally. I mean, I don't have a concept of what certain simple things cost, which really is, I'd like to know a little bit more about what a milk carton costs, and let me think about this.
You can text.
No, I mean, it's probably...
You call your business manager.
Yeah. I should know this, actually.
You should. 6 figures, 7 figures.
It could be $1 million,
I don't think I'd be surprised at that,
This
right?
hair
You got a lot
isn't cheap.
Babe, it looks great.
But I don't know.
Somebody commented, you know how rich you gotta be to even say a sentence like this. And somebody else said that she should have kept this to herself. You guys will never forget that moment in 2011 when Kim knew the price back then because she dropped a diamond into the ocean and started screaming about it.
Wait. My earring's gone! Are you oh my god, I'm gonna cry! My diamond earring! Hold on. Seriously! It's not funny!
Are you serious?
We got $75,000!
Hold on, we'll find it, baby.
We're not gonna find it in the ocean! Oh, what happened? My diamond earring fell out! I had my diamond earrings and one of them came out!
Oh my god, okay, so take this one out. Show me where. Just show
in the ocean! I'm not gonna find it!
Oh, how times have changed, but not really. She was asked about this on Call Her Daddy, and she said that this was one of her first biggest purchases, and they weren't insured yet, which is why she had such a freak out. The diamond was ultimately found by Kim's younger sister, Kylie, who dove into the water to search for it. And I feel like that shows you, like, early on, you know what type of girl Kylie's gonna be if she could dive into an ocean and spot the diamond right away.
Losing your diamond earring in Bora Bora.
That was like one of my first biggest purchases. So they weren't insured yet. That's why I was so upset, is because that would be money down the drain. If I insured them, then I can just like claim them and then I could have gotten my money back. But I hadn't insured them. I got them that week. Kylie dove down, found it with her goggles in the ocean, and then went back and found the earring back. So I have the full exact earring.
Now, I was shook to see Kendall Jenner hanging out with Mary-Kate Olsen. I do not understand this outing. You could barely see Mary-Kate there, but they're at Sushi Park, which I actually live relatively, like, you know, it's in the neighborhood. It's in LA. So I've driven by it like several times, and it looks like a normal like shopping center. It doesn't look special, I'll tell you that. But so many celebrities go here to go and have meals, tough conversations. I don't even think they have a menu. You just go there and the chef like prepares it for you, and it's hundreds of dollars, but that is nothing to Kendall Jenner or Mary-Kate Olsen, who we never see, but I love the Olsen twins. We know that Mary-Kate owns the brand The Row with her sister Ashley, so I'm assuming that maybe there's a campaign in the works, but we never see Mary-Kate out and about, and I wouldn't mind seeing more of the Olsen twins.
Stop what you're doing right now, because you are never gonna believe who Kendall Jenner had dinner with last night. Yeah, you saw that right. It's Mary-Kate Olsen. If you cannot understand how big of a deal this is, you're probably beyond help, but I'll try to do my best to explain it anyway. You do not see Mary-Kate out in public, at least with influencer-y or Instagram-y type celebrities, so this is pretty crazy. And after I looked through all the photos, it actually made me weirdly sad, not even in like an anti-Kardashian way, but just in that I think part of the appeal of the Olsen twins is that they feel like suspended in time in this way. Like, I want her to not even know who Kendall Jenner is, so seeing her at dinner with her just kind of like took me out of the spell a little bit. And if we were to look at this practically, like Kendall Jenner is always wearing the Row, so like it makes sense that she would be hanging out with Mary-Kate. I saw people in the comments of like the Dumois photos theorizing that maybe they're doing some sort of like collab with the Row, which would be pretty insane.
Oh, I almost didn't know if I wanted to talk about this one or not because it breaks my heart. Kylie Jenner's dog Norman has died, which you guys know dogs are very close to my heart, and I feel very sorry for her loss. Norman was like 13 years old, and he probably lived such a bougie life. I mean, I had no idea of this kind of breed until Kylie started to show him on television, so I do have a core memory because I was like, wait, what type of dog is this? All skinny and long and gray? Always nervous and shaking. But he's so handsome. I love dogs. Like, they look so cute. She said, I love you forever, which I mean, saying goodbye to a pet is really difficult. So shout out to anyone out there who's lost a pet recently. Comment below. Or if you are still missing a pet from years ago, I'll never forget my dog, Annie. We rescued her. She was a little poodle, and she was my best friend for so many years. Rest in peace, Annie. Norman will be missed, but Kylie has a bunch of these dogs. So you know what? She's got more of them, which I can't even, that doesn't change how difficult a pet dying is, though. I hate when people try to say like, oh, buy a new dog. And I'm not trying to say that, but when you see how many dogs she has, it's like, damn, she does have a lot.
Look, I just ran into all my babies on their walk. Hi, babies.
But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and let me know if you think, like, you know, Kim needs to keep an eye on North. I don't know. I feel like we don't need to be parenting this person or like even talking about her appearance, but it's kind of hard not to because there's something wrong. Something's like, and maybe she's expressing herself, but the face tattoos, the private flights, it's just like it's a little bit scary. Like how is she gonna be when she's older? She's gonna be a force to be reckoned with. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.